If I had $1 for every single time I asked, what is Manchester United's style of play? I'd be a billionaire. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Football with Priscilla. I am Priscilla, obviously. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and Merry Christmas to you all. So ladies and gentlemen, today I just want to go through some points that I wrote with regards to the Manchester United versus West Ham game and what that means for Manchester United. But before we get into the video for today, make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe, and do turn your notifications on, ladies and gentlemen, to know when next I post a video. So the first thing that I want us to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, is obviously Willy Kabwala, which was the only positive coming out from this game. I thought his debut for Manchester United was well, especially debuting as a defender, right? Because I think it's different when you're a striker, you're coddled, there's protection by the midfield, and there's also protection by the back line, the defense, right? But when you're thrown in the thick of things at the defense, in a Manchester United squad that doesn't have a lot of confidence, it's like I thought, okay, this is too much for the kid. But listen, he played amazingly well for a debutant. I was very surprised. I mean, that's the defense. The defense with Evans. There is no one who's going to convince me that Manchester United signing Evans, Johnny Evans, was a good idea. There is no single soul that can convince me otherwise. Listen, Johnny Evans was average when Manchester United had Sir Alex Ferguson that time, right? He is still average. Why we went around and bought the same average player or got the same average player is beyond me. And that just shows us where we are as a club. Oh, a whole Manchester United, ladies and gentlemen, could not find a single youngster in the world of football but settled for Johnny Evans. That should tell you a lot about our recruitment team, our board, and everything else that has to do with regards to Manchester United. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, the only positive that came out of the game versus West Ham, I think, was Willy Kabwala. I thought he was going to be nervous, and though he was nervous in the first few minutes, he got into the game and he was actually making himself known, his presence known. He was being physical, which was very good. So listen, I hope we get to see Kabwala more. I hope it's not a once-off thing. I hope now that obviously we don't have Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof, Varane was sick, granted, so he's gonna come back. Listen, I want to see Kabwala on the bench, right? Absolutely amazing youngster, absolutely amazing players that are coming out of the academy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen, that's the only positive we had, right? So let's go to the negatives. But before we go to the negatives, I should not see any single soul go after Maino. No one should go after Kobbie Mainoo. Listen, the kid is growing. So you're putting him with Scott the Avatar and Bruno Fernandes, who I think always puts his all. Scott McTominay just disappears. So now the kid is alone covering that whole midfield. Of course, he's going to make a mistake. So listen, anyone going after Kobbie Mainoo, you are just, I don't know what's wrong with you. There is something seriously wrong with you if you're going to start calling out Mainoo and say, drop him, the kid is not ready. Everyone in the world of football makes mistakes, and it's good he's learning at that young age. So listen, no one go after Kobbie. Now let's go into the negatives. The first one, ladies and gentlemen, if I had $1 for every single time I asked, what is Manchester United's style of play? I'd be a billionaire. Because from the beginning, that is August, until December, this is what, like 24th, 25th December, I have been speaking about it. Like Manchester United, every time I make a Manchester United video, especially when they lose, it's like the same things. What is our style of play? You can see what Tottenham do. You can see what Arsenal do. You can see what Chelsea do. Well, not Chelsea. You can see what Man City do. You can see what Liverpool do. Heck, you can see what Brighton, Aston Villa, West Ham are doing. What does Manchester United do? Like, what is our style of play? Like, are we a counter-attacking team? Are we a possession-based team? Are we a team that sits back and wants to break? I don't know. What is our style of play? Please, someone in the comment section, let me know what our style of play is, because I've been asking this question and till today, I haven't gotten an answer. It looks like Erik ten Hag just puts a team out there and says, go play. You know your positions, play. Because we have no style of play, no passage of play whatsoever. Once again, the same problems we've been complaining about, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester United players don't run. Manchester United players have no sense of urgency. There is no intensity. And even if there's intensity, it's coming from Garnacho, it's coming from Hoyland, it's coming from Bruno Fernandes, it's coming from Anthony, even though Anthony is a story for another day. But like the rest of the players, no intensity whatsoever. Like what's going on at Manchester United? So till today, from August, ladies and gentlemen, we are still talking about Manchester United's lack of style of play. Can you imagine? The other thing that I want us to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that, Manchester United at this point, we should just accept we are an average team. And why I'm saying we should accept that we're an average team is when we lose to West Ham, we won't be like, oh my God, we lost to West Ham. We'll be like, oh, we lost to a team that is in our league. Right? Right now, Manchester United is in the category of West Ham. Whether people want to accept it or not, whether people want to live in the past glory of Manchester United, the present team is nowhere near the likes of Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, Tottenham, even Aston Villa. We are nowhere near that team. Our likes, ladies and gentlemen, our category is Chelsea. Granted, we're better than Chelsea. Is West Ham, okay, is Brighton. That's what Manchester United is. Even Everton, like even though we beat Everton, it's still like we're always like, oh my God, there were so many chances that Everton missed. So that's our level. We are a below average team, and it's fine. It's finally time people accept that. Once we accept that, then we should rebuild, right? We should have a rebuild. Now, with regards to the way the players, like the way we're bringing the academy players in, right? What do you guys think? Should we do a class of 1990? Is it class of 1999? 99? Should we do the whole Beckham thing once again? Should Eric Ten Hag rewrite history and bring in the whole class of 1999, whereby we just get the youngsters? And I looked at what Mikel Arteta did. Mikel Arteta got rid of Aubameyang, he got rid of Lacazette, he got rid of all those old players and just started bringing fresh legs. And I'm thinking maybe Manchester United should do the same. Listen, if you bring in Kobe, he's hungry because he wants to make a name for himself. Garnacho, hungry, wants to make a name for himself. Hoyland wants to make a name for himself. Kambwala wants to make a name for himself. These are players that don't have a name. They don't have a brand as big yet. So they are trying their best to get their names out there, meaning they're going to give 110%. You have players, not that I'm saying this is a player, but I'm just giving an example. Let's give an example. You have a player like Marcus Rashford. He's already Marcus Rashford 10, right? MR10, right? He already has the brand. Rashford, everyone knows, is Marcus Rashford. So what is he playing for? Like, is he going to give you 110? Hell no. So I personally think it's time we start phasing out the older players. As we phase out the older players, maybe we phase out the player power, and maybe we just fade out the older, poor mentality that we've been having, reintroduce a new system, new crop of players, and let's try with that. But as long as we have the same, now I know I'm always an advocate of you can't get rid of all the old players, but I'm saying phase them out slowly. Clearly, we can't just do what Chelsea do, which is like just remove everybody and bring in people that are brand new, and everyone's like, really, you guys think this will work? No. What I'm saying is phase them out little by little, but we need a change. We seriously need a change of players. It's gonna hurt, but we need to get rid of the Scott McTominays, the Martials. It's gonna hurt, okay? But it's time Manchester United move forward. I would leave if we got rid of like the older players, the players that I would leave who are the older players. I would leave Bruno Fernandes. I would leave Luke Shaw in there. I'd get rid of Onana, but hey, that's a story for another day. I would leave. Who else would I leave? Bruno Fernandes, Luke Shaw. I'm looking. The midfield, who would I leave? Who would I leave on the midfield? I'd leave Sofian Amrabat if we ever bought him. In the defense, who would I leave? I would get rid of Maguire. I would get rid of Lindelof. I'd leave Martinez. Right? So I'll leave Martinez, I'll leave Luke Shaw, I'll leave Bruno Fernandes. In the striking force, I'd get rid of Marcus Rashford, I'd get rid of... Listen, for me, I still have hope in Anthony. Like, I just feel one day he's gonna come through. I don't know. There's something about me that says one day Anthony's gonna come through. But yeah, so those are the players I would leave. in the Manchester United to be part of the younger squad. So, ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, I think it's time we called out Erik Ten Hag. Now, I am not Erik Ten Hag out. I am still Erik Ten Hag in. I don't believe changing managers left, right, and center is the best solution for Manchester United. I believe in the rebuild, right? Get rid of players, phase them out, start a new crop of players with the coach, Erik Ten Hag in this instance. Let him infuse his system and his style of play, and we go on from there. So I'm still Erik Ten Hag in, but that doesn't mean we can't criticize Erik Ten Hag. I don't understand where people whereby you are Erik Ten Hag in. When you criticize him, they're like, see, this is what we're telling you. Now you understand. Like, yes, I get it, but I'm not Erik Ten Hag out still, right? So for me, I think we need to call out Erik Ten Hag because what's the plan? Like, the substitutions, I think, came a little late, Regulon and stuff. Why didn't Amrabat start? Why do we insist on bringing in Scott the Avatar, who always insists on vanishing when he's not scoring goals? I feel like Scott should be a player you bring on in like 70 minutes and not starting the game. Like, yes, he can be good, but I don't think he should be a starter. Or maybe Erik Ten Hag should do the crazy thing and make Scott a number 9. Like, because the guy is good clearly in goal. So what are we going to do? But why is he constantly insisting on playing Scott? We asked him to drop Rashford and he did. But then Anthony is not offering us anything. So what are we going to do? Should we now bring back Rashford and drop Anthony because Anthony is offering us anything? Why isn't he doing that? Right? The substitutions for me that Erik Ten Hag made yesterday versus West Ham, I was just like, these have come in a little too late. The one substitution, ladies and gentlemen, that frustrates me that Erik Ten Hag insists on making is the fact that he always substitutes Højlund. Why? Why? Is it that Højlund is not yet fit till now? Because listen, everyone in the world can agree. Those that are Erik Ten Hag in, those that are Erik Ten Hag out, we can all agree that Højlund is a great player who just lacks service. So why are we removing him? There's a goal in there somewhere. Why does he insist on keeping players like Garnacho, who I think has started becoming selfish, by the way? This whole narrative of him being compared to Ronaldo is getting to his head because the selfishness I'm seeing, I'm not appreciating. But why do we insist on removing Højlund, keeping Garnacho who's not doing anything? I feel like the problem is if we can find players that are tailored, okay, or we can make the players understand you are supposed to service Højlund, then there's a player in there. We can all see because the guy is always in the right positions. He's always fighting with defenders, right? He's always holding up play and bringing in other players. He is that good that we can see it even without goals. So why does Erik Ten Hag insist on removing Højlund? So listen, there's so many questionable things about Erik Ten Hag's tactics, about Erik Ten Hag's substitutions, and so many things that he's answerable for. But that doesn't mean we're Erik Ten Hag out. We just want to find out what is going on. With that said, I am still going to say I'm not Erik Ten Hag out. I'm still Erik Ten Hag in. But as time goes by, I understand the Erik Ten Hag squad. I really do. Because just little by little, I'm edging towards Erik Ten Hag out. I am really edging towards Erik Ten Hag out. But I'm holding myself. So I'm looking at this as a bad patch. I'm saying, you know what? Maybe it's a bad season, and every team does go through a bad season. I'm holding on to hope, but like as every match goes by, and as much as Manchester United gets outplayed, stories about him arguing with players, etc., keep coming out. I'm always like, maybe, just maybe, he's the problem. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are my thoughts on the Manchester United game. It's very sad. Like, this season has been hard for most of us. But listen, we're like, what, 12 points off of the first one? You never know what can happen. You never know. Maybe after we enter the new year, we change a new leaf. It cannot change. But listen, what we are seeing with Manchester United currently, because we have dropped to 8th. We have dropped to 8th. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous the way our team is playing. It's like they don't care, which is frustrating. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, those are my thoughts on the Manchester United versus West Ham game. Do comment down in the comment section, what do you guys think about what I said? Are you Erik Ten Hag in still, or are you Erik Ten Hag out? Do you think we should phase out the players and maybe try the academy? Give me your thoughts. Comment down in the comment section. I would love to read all your thoughts. So that's what I had for you guys today. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe, and do turn your notifications on to know when next I post a video. 'Tis the season to be jolly. La 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 la. Merry Christmas, ladies and gentlemen.